Hello again, resin collectors. Today we have another YM model, and this is of the BMW, or technically an Alpina B46 or E46. We'll find out when I open this thing. Got this off AliExpress, really shiny cardboard box. What I like about this brand is I don't have to buy like a crazy strong cardboard box, right? So this is a cheaper model to make. Hopefully it's cheaper to buy, I can't remember. And I'm just not throwing as much garbage into the world. So I wish all companies would just have something simple like this. Fuel Me's even better. It's just a sleeve of cardboard. This is more like a box. Alright. It's not licensed. I didn't see anything in there about licensing on the package. It's got 2 black screws here. No tape. It's actually a pretty tight fit here. I don't know what version of Alpina this is, so I have to open it to get some sort of comparison photos. So let's just figure this out first, what this is. That's pretty much a mirror right there. You can literally see part of my room reflecting into it. But it's photo etched away, and it's got, I can't tell what's on the left side. I can't make that out. Songs? Maybe that's the wheel. I can't figure out what the wheel is on this thing. Anyways, E46 Alpina, and there's around 250 of these things, YM model. Let me look at this with my own eyes. So that clearly says songs, but I did a search, and I couldn't find anything. You probably have to search in German language. So this model is modeled after something I cannot find in English. So these are Alpina B3s, the E46 E3s. This front end is similar, but it's actually still not the same as this model. Like the lower part, all those lower rectangular vents are there, the fog lights are there, but then on the top, there's some weird stuff, something totally different going on in this model. I could find nothing with wheels like this at all. And then, well, anyways, we're going to continue on with what we can work with. And so the side view, let's see if the mold is good. Yeah, that seems to match up pretty well, actually, the top lines. So that's good. It's got the Alpina striping on it as well. And in the rear view, there's all sorts of images with different rear bumpers, but this is the one that's basically plain with 2 round exhausts here on the left side, and that's what's modeled on this thing. This one has different taillights, though, or the white up top. This one just has orange. Alright, let's continue on and just know that whatever they modeled here, YM, I'm sure it exists in the real world, but I just can't find the photographs. Alright, so the base has this like carbon fiber sticker. Hopefully that won't peel up in the future. Let's focus on this front wheel. It's a cool wheel. Does it say what's in the middle? Hold on, I'm 4 times magnified. I can't make out what's in the center cap. I don't know, but it's an awesome looking wheel. I do believe that might be photoized metal. Because if you look at the openings, they're like a matte finish, but then the front surfaces are very shiny. It's possible they etched a circular object and then they domed it after, right? See, I think there's literally air passing behind those spokes. Let me find my pick here. Right here, I think there's air passing behind those openings. Let me shift the model. Yeah, it is. So this is a really interesting wheel. I've never seen a wheel like this in 164. It's well done. Yeah, look at the light. That's really cool. So with such small openings, there could be a disc brake system back there, but I can't see it. No, I really don't care either. So there's some sort of perimeter bolts here on the outer part there. And then the lips of these wheels possibly are aluminum because they look like they're oxidizing already. If this was like vaporized plastic, I don't think you would see this white stuff. Hold on a second. Let me get a little eyelash Q-tip. Let me focus on this. Let's see if we can polish the edge of this wheel. I believe I just cleaned it, right? So I think that's the oxidation of the aluminum, and I just polished the thing. So I might be wrong, of course, but I believe this actually has metal wheel lips, so that's pretty neat. The tire itself is, well, is really low profile. It seems like it might be slightly rounded. It's squished quite a bit to the base, unfortunately, and it's slammed a lot. You can barely see any of the top of the tire. So the striping here is printed very nicely, or maybe it's a decal. Let me see if it's under the clear coat. I think it is. It's not. I think it's under the clear coat, whatever these graphics are, so that's fantastic. So those graphics should never peel up because they're literally covered in paint. This is a nice orange resin piece here for that side marker. I don't understand why there's a dent here. We'll have to see if that's on the other side. It looks intentional. I just don't know why. Okay. The door cuts are fine. Yeah, so that is a decal there. Right? You can see it spanning the gap. But since this is under the door cut, it's never going to crack, I don't think, hopefully. The Alpina is legible. Again, what's up with this? It looks like there's a dent right there. Oh, you know what it is? This is the clear coat. It's running off. It wasn't laid on evenly. That's a dent in the clear coat, not in the model. Same here, I think. So, alright. This is 4 times magnified. Oh, but I can actually see them with my naked eye. Yeah, that's weird. They look like 1, 2, 3 dents, it looks like, are in this body. Maybe 4. This one as well. We'll have to see what the other side looks like. Door handle is a separate piece, molded nicely. Very cool. Separate mirror there. It's got a reflector. That makes sense. Okay. Super thin packaging, kind of windows. You can see my fingerprints through the other side. That's how clear they are. And then this, I feel a ledge, so I suspect that's a photo etched piece of metal. I kind of feel like they should have had this metal come down here, because you can see it on the real car. It's a raised molding. So this whole molding, they should have had it come down and then maybe had an etching for the door cut, which actually would be over here, right? So, well, anyways. Clear coat is nice and smooth. So the rear wheel, again, is very nice, nicely done. I just can't read what the center cap says. Or let's try again. Let's see if we can read what the wheel says. Sweat? Oh, I think that's Japanese characters. I don't think those are regular fonts. They look like Chinese characters or something like that. So no idea what that is, what kind of wheel that is. It's a cool wheel though. I'm sure it exists in the real world. Yeah, just cleaning off that wheel lip, so it is doable. But it's just going to oxidize again. So maybe it's not a good idea to have aluminum wheel lips because they're going to get all dull unless you clear coat them, which these probably are not. Moving on. The pinstriping is very fine, very nice, but again, I feel like I see a dent right here. Very strange. Okay, so there's a ridge here. Oh no, it's not a ridge, it's like a little groove. And it looks like there might... No, I don't think there's black paint in there. It's hard to say, but it looks like a groove. So that's, I guess, nice. Going to the front, let's see what we have here. So this is a lot of questionable stuff going on. Like, this whole surface here and this little grill, I cannot find anything like that on the internet. So I was thinking maybe it's a body kit by some songs, or maybe, I don't know. And then these things, no idea, but they look cool. And then I guess these are supposed to be maybe fog lights, but I think they're just part of this plastic of this silver. Yeah, I think that possibly could have been done better. This metal grill though is nice. The etching of the holes is really good, and that seems good enough. The venting here and how you have this metal piece to bisect it. The Alpina looks good there, and you can see the fine pinstriping again. And then that little groove again, and then the grills seem to be separate pieces. Maybe, well, this is a separate piece of plastic, but inside there's a metal piece here, and it's got some black, so that's really good. The headlights are quite nice. You got this little yellow and then orange, and then what looks like a light bulb back there, so that's very good. This little recess, I guess, is that area where the fluid comes out to clean them off. The BMW logo is under the clear coat. Fantastic. And you can almost make out BMW. You can see the granularity of the paint. It's pretty fine flake. I like it. A little bit of orange peel on the roof, I mean the hood here, but it's fine. Doesn't bother me. These little ridges, black paint in there. And then, well, before I forget, the wiper blades, probably metal pieces. They are bent perpendicular to the windscreen. So that's pretty nice. Going to this side here, again the wheel looks good, the tire, the amber thing, but it's these weird dents in the car are symmetric. Right? That's just weird. That's so weird. I can see them with the naked eye. They're quite obvious now that they're very obvious. I don't know why they would have those in the model. Alright, well, anyways, we got some sort of fuel filler door and the decals going over it, but since it's under clear coat, it doesn't really bother me. Going around, oh boy. From this angle, this looks really mottled, this silver paint. It looks really messed up. It was laid on too thick or something. Alright, the rear taillights, they're nice and thick plastic, and you can see the molding behind them of that lamp and that lamp. And then this actually is orange here. It's kind of hard to tell, but that is orange. And I think that is clear for the backup, so that's pretty good. And you can see the striping carries across the rear end. What I find is weak is there's no license plate. For a resin model, there should be a license plate. I mean, if a $6 green light has a printed on license plate, they could have done it on this too. Just write E46 or Alpina or even YM model, just something. Alright, the badge there is nice. It's under the clear coat. You got these little dimples for the sensors. I'm pretty sure these are metal tubes, these exhausts. They're roughly cut though. Roughly cut. This little wing is just molded in. That seems fine. I don't like defroster lines, but at least the windows are so thin you can still see through it. And the brake light here is printed on. That's really nice, actually. I don't know if I've ever seen a red printed on brake light on a resin model. The shark fin antenna looks alright. Maybe it's a little too tall there, but it doesn't like transition very smoothly. And oddly, I don't see it on the rear photograph, but I do see it. Maybe it's on the side photo. So different BMWs have or have not that antenna, little lint. But the paint up here is nice. Something about the paint on that side. See, look how messed up that is compared to how nice it is up here. Alright, so the dashboard there seems okay. And you can see there's some sort of decal for the center console with some silver buttons and dials. Maybe there's a shifter there or whatever actuates the transmission. And then it's a nice orange interior. You can actually see a good amount of it without a flashlight. The rear seats, it looks like there's some seat belts there in the rear. Some side panels. I am going to get the flashlight though for the front. Alright, nice e-brake handle there. Yeah, the stick shift there. And look, the center console is nice. There's a whole bunch of horizontal buttons and stuff like that. The vent details. The steering wheel looks like it has a bunch of switches on it. There's no BMW logo though in the middle. That seems odd. They could have easily just used a decal, the same decal from the front and back, and put on. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this car doesn't have a logo in the middle of the steering wheel, but I'm pretty sure it would. Leave a comment if you know. Alright, so the instrument cluster though is nice. You can see some round gauges there. I'm trying to hit focus, but I don't have 3 hands. Yeah, nice gauges there. Again, that center console looks really nice. Looking for pedals down there. I can't see any pedals. That's fine. Vent details in the dash or switches right there seem okay. The door panel over on the far side, if I can get light over there. And it's off a different focal distance. Hold on. Yeah, you got the little door actuator, a hand grab of sorts. And yeah, the back panel also has some detail. So that's pretty good. Yeah, the center there looks pretty good. Armrest looks nice. No seat belts. This happens a lot with road cars. That's fine. All in all, it's pretty nice. Mainly because the color makes it really easy to see. Oh, but look, see, the center console decal I think is lifting up. That's the problem with decals. But I guess it'd be hard to tampo print that. I'm pretty sure you can see the edges of that decal right there lifting up. It's not flat. I'm never going to open this, so hopefully it won't become a worse situation. Boy. Comparison time, a little 3 Series history. So this is by Mini GT. This is a blue car. Mini GT doesn't think it's important to tell people what they're holding in their hands, so I'm going to follow. They know best, right? This is a blue car by Mini GT. Shuko seems to understand that this is an M3 E46. So, there you go. Kyosho can tell you this is an M3 GTR. Mini GT made a purple car. M3, M4, I don't know. All I know is it's purple. And I guess I added my own brakes into this. I probably also painted these wheels silver because I hate black wheels. You can't see what's going on. So there we have some BMWs there. There aren't many resin BMWs. It'd be nice if someone made an M1 in resin. That's probably one of the most iconic BMWs, right? Or the old classic 507. Was it a 507? Their first like roadster or something like that. Those would be nice to see in resin, I think. Much more than this. So, YM model, I don't see any quality control problems. I think the wheels are really amazing. They're really nice to look at. I just don't know what they are. Quality control is great. I just don't understand why there are 4 or 5 dents in each side of this car. That's a bit of a weird design decision. There's also no reason to have defroster lines, in my opinion. You don't see them on real cars. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next resin model review.